One of the things that's been, I guess, derogated a lot by pretty much everybody at the moment is university education. And I had such an interesting time at university, almost exclusively outside of my education, right? All of the good things that happened to me while I spent 5 years at Newcastle didn't include what I was taught. It was never inside of the lecture theatre. It was everything I was doing outside of that. And lots of my friends, and it's very trendy on the internet to mock higher education as useless pieces of paper. It's not, you don't need it in order to be able to be successful. It's certainly the thing that I've ended up doing. This podcast didn't require me to go to university. Maybe in some ways it did, but also definitely from a qualification perspective, it didn't. But I think I'm still relatively pro university experience. And yeah, you've got Peterson Academy launching, which is your new thing. I wondered how you thought, well, basically, are universities salvageable given that so much that's good about the university experience has almost nothing to do with the education side of it?
Are they salvageable? Some are, I imagine. Hillsdale does great.
What's that?
It's a conservative college in northeastern U.S. run by Larry Arnn. They have a 1% dropout rate as opposed to the typical 50% dropout rate. And they provide a classical, what used to be a liberal education, liberal arts education. It's a more conservative enterprise given how the Overton window has shifted. But Larry's students concentrate on physical fitness. His philosophy department tends to meet in the weight room, which is pretty interesting. He has weight benches scattered all around the campus. About a third of the students take music courses, so the place is very musical. It's a very disciplined place. The quality of education is extremely high. So there are institutes that are holding to their mandate. I think that's rare, and I think overall the universities have become irretrievably corrupt, as far as I can tell. And so we had hoped that we could provide something approximating an alternative, but you put your finger on one of the complexities in doing that. It's easy to think that a university is the transmission of knowledge from experts to empty vessels, the students, let's say. So it's lectures, tests, and accreditation. But that's not really what a university is. It's an apprenticeship. If you're fortunate when you go to university, you find a professor or two that you can work with who really teach you how to think. Those professors are generally quite rare, and you're fortunate if you do establish a relationship like that, especially at a big university where the student to faculty ratio is absurdly high, like 200 to 1.
I was in lecture theaters that were 300 to 1. Yeah.
Right,
I didn't get a relationship like that with any of my
Right.